Good day, everybody. My name is Mr. Belser. I am your government teacher for 2021. Actually, just 20. This is a one semester course. This is U.S. government. This semester, we'll be learning about government, what it's supposed to do, also current events. This has been a crazy year. This whole situation in school is very different, so it should be very interesting. I'm going to go through the syllabus with you and just kind of outline what this course is going to be about. But the number one thing I want to go through today regarding the syllabus is safety procedures during this pandemic. Our number one goal is to stay safe. Therefore, there are mandatory safety procedures that we'll be following in this classroom, and that is also school-wide. These things are not negotiable. Our number one goal is to contain and minimize the spread of the virus. If one person has the virus in this classroom, we want to make sure that no one else gets infected. I don't want to be infected myself, obviously. I don't want any of you to be infected. I want to have a nice, healthy school environment. And that's why it's mandatory for us to stay safe and follow these procedures. Therefore, we will follow the procedures to the letter. Seating. You will have assigned seats. You must sit in your assigned seat as long as you are in class. There will be no group work, no moving around the room, no sharing pencils or other resources. If you have to use the restroom or you have to step outside, let me know. I will let you go. I will let people leave the classroom for restroom breaks one at a time. I will not give you a physical pass. There will be no paper passed back and forth between us. You are to go, do whatever you got to do, and then come back. Again, no exceptions for this. Dismissal will be staggered to minimize the number of people in the hallway. This is going to be very different than what we have done in the past, obviously. For A through K days, purple days, I'm just going to kind of outline what this is going to look like. Okay, so we get through class, we do our lessons, whatever we're doing in the classroom, and the class is about to end. When the class ends, there will be 3 bells. The first bell on purple days, if you're at the front half of the alphabet, A through K, when that first bell rings, people with last names that begin with A through C will leave. 1 minute later, a second bell will sound. If your last name begins with D through G, you will leave at the second bell. The third bell will sound 1 minute after the second bell. And when the third bell sounds, if your last name begins with H through K, you will leave. So there will be 3 different bells at 1 minute intervals. Extremely different. However, it's necessary because we want to minimize the number of people in the hallway. And I would also encourage you go directly to your class so we can keep people out of the hallway in general. For L through Z days, silver days, very same thing. If your last name begins with L through P, you'll leave at the first bell. Second bell, Q through U. Third bell, V through Z. So that's kind of how that is going to go. There will be 3 bells that sound at the end of each period. There will be no lining up at the door under any circumstance. Please stay in your seat until your bell rings. So let's just go over this one more time. First bell sounds, A through C, they get up, they leave. That does not mean that D through G or H through K or the rest of the students in this classroom will get up and get ready to leave and line up behind the door. So you must stay in your seat until your specific bell rings. Again, very different than what we've done in the past. I am going to enforce this to the letter. Social distancing is extremely important in this circumstance, in this crazy circumstance. When you enter the classroom at the beginning of class, go directly to your seat. There is a big tub of wipes, kind of like Clorox wipes. You'll take one of those, you'll take it to your desk, you'll wipe off your individual desk, and then you'll throw it away. There will be materials provided for you to do that, of course. And again, keep a 6 foot distance between you and anybody else in this class. Masks. You must wear a mask during this class. You got to wear a mask all day. I've got to wear a mask all day. I don't have one on right now because I'm the only person here in this room. But I will have one on while we're in the class together, and also for the rest of the day. I don't know if I'm going to greet you at the door. I haven't decided yet, but I will definitely have a mask on throughout the day. If you have a drink or some food or a candy bar or something like that, you're expected to still have your mask on while you're eating or drinking. Just pull the mask down to take a drink or take a bite of something, and then throw away all your trash. Please, we want to keep this room as clean and as sanitary as possible. So we're going to throw away all trash. We're going to sanitize everything. We're going to use hand sanitizer just nonstop. So if I've got a mask on right here, if I want to take a drink of something, I'll demonstrate this. I pull the mask down, take a drink, and pull it back up. Okay, so there's that. Unfortunately, if you do not practice these social distancing, procedures, administration will be involved, and there is an online option, and I would imagine you would have to stay home. I'm not exactly what the procedures are after if you refuse to abide by social distancing and wearing masks and these safety guidelines. Work and assignments. You will not be turning in any paper. If you want to write things down, bring your own pencil and notebook. I would suggest if you want to bring a pencil, bring a mechanical pencil so you don't have to sharpen it. We're not going to use pencil sharpener in here. Another place that could be contaminated. Otherwise, the only thing you need to bring to this class is your Chromebook and headphones. If you have headphones, earbuds, whatever, be sure to bring those. Within class, you'll be watching videos, listening to things that you'll have to hear on the computer. So headphones will be essential. All assignments and tasks will be posted in It's Learning. On days you are not in school, you will be expected to watch lecture videos and complete questions on the videos or any other assignments that are posted. So I'll post a video. Actually, I have a video I've sent out that shows how to get to It's Learning, how to get to the announcements, and also how to get to the assignments. On the days that you are in the building, there will be tasks posted in It's Learning for you to complete. I will also take questions on anything that is confusing. Also, I'll try to keep you guys posted or updated on current events. We'll talk about the news. It's a very important time in this country. There's a lot to talk about. So hopefully we can generate some good discussion while you are in the class. When you complete an assignment, submit it in It's Learning. And again, I will post a video to show you how to do that. Grades. Your grade will be made up of tests, quizzes, classwork, homework, and projects. All tests and quizzes will be completed at home with the exception of the final exam. So obviously, all of that is open notes, open resources, and we'll talk more about that in terms of plagiarism, copying and pasting things, etc. Because that's not allowed, but that's going to be very tempting if you have the entire internet as your resource. Again, all things will be completed in It's Learning and submitted in It's Learning, this website. So anyway, it should be a very interesting year. It's going to be very different. Hopefully it will be enjoyable. We shall see. but we'll get through it together. That's the thing. We're going to stay safe. We're going to get through it together. Okay, that's all I have to say. Please submit questions. Email me, joseph.belser@wayne.k12.in.us, extension 7138 if you want to contact me by phone. Thanks, everybody. Have a great day.